It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers under the lights on Thursday night.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi, here in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Receiver in motion going left. Hand off on 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Play action now for Herbert. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Herbert throwing again. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And what will they dial up on third and short?
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On third and 2, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Short pass caught by his tight end. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, second and 9. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Another run for Williams. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Nix looking to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They've got first down from the 31. Play action with Nix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos go up 6-0 here in the first. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd try. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here at the 30. Back to throw, here's Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. DJ Chuck there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Denver set to take the field on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
third down. Here's Nix. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Sticking with Edwards here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Able to get it to Edwards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. He finds McConkey. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
To the air, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Herbert on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
This is reeled in by Edwards. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They send a man in motion. Herbert to throw once more. This finds Shark complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're thrown into a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running behind center with Edwards. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. He shovels this one forward. He's contained at the line for no gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert back to throw. Edwards got it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They toss to Williams, headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's Edwards on the carry. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Herbert with a blitz coming. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Draw play. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll come up first and 10. Nicks off the play action. Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Again on second and 10, Nicks. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First and goal. Here's Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
14, Chargers 10.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Trying it left side with Edwards. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got it over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it downfield, working the left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. He's inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. He'll get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Nix. Searching for somewhere to throw, well behind the line. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Nix now to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure and temperature. Because a 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Riley Dixon on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
2nd and 10 now. Chuck there to haul it in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd and long for him here. This is reeled in by Edwards. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Nix. It's taken in by Williams. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Broncos trailing in the early going. 2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Chargers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Herbert. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds McConkey. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Sent down by Cody Barton.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Herbert throwing again. Dump-off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. He's on the move. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And now it's second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Back to throw it. He lofts it deep, right sideline. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Edwards. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brandon Jones up for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Herbert from the gun. Finds a man right side. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed to Sutton. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got 1st down from the 31. counter. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punt team on the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home team send Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Edwards. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Sticking with Edwards here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So out now comes the punter. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. So here comes the Bronco offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect right. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. It's a handoff here to Edwards. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action now for Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Herbert quick out wide, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Edwards goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Blitz coming. Nix. He lost it. Deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos get it back to within 1 score.
Broncos 21.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Herbert to throw. Edwards got it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On third down, Herbert. This finds Chuck complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
Got a man, Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. It's Edwards on the carry. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. From the pistol, it's Herbert. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's what he knows he should have had. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Brown's kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
When we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Visitors and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Cuts right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Nix with it on 1st. Cut by Sutton. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They toss to Williams, headed right. Past midfield to the 45. And he's way down to the 36. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
First down, ball at the 36. Nick's now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. To throw, Herbert. Stays upright. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. It's a pickup of 26, and it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pass taken in by Burton. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix off the play action. Completed to Sutton. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Slot man in motion right. It's a jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, if you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Makes Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's Edwards on the carry. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Now Edwards. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crawls.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Herbert from the gun. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Able to get it to Edwards. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Now Herbert to throw. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This from 40 on the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That finds Vele complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
2nd and 3 now. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw, here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw again. Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll look to run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game.
Broncos 31.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch made by Chark. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. It's a handoff here to Edwards. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert back to throw. But a man, Palmer has it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he gets them the 1st. Not the biggest gain on the reverse, but it got what they needed.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play into systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it, 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Sticking with Edwards here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Was that even a play?
Man, the homies can trade your outfits.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Throwing now. This way. Oh, the football's loose. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only 1 timeout remaining to stop it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
It's Edwards on the carry. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. Stopped at the line, and that forces them into a 4th and long. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.